Hello and welcome. This is part 3 of our BGP configurations. In the previous two videos, one we created the network setup, and the second one we start with the interface and BGP configurations, but we don't have any routes advertised through the sites. So we cannot see any routing to this site. We can't see anything coming from that, and then one coming from here. So what we're going to do is the 10.1.1 is a local subnet we want to be advertised to site B, and the router inside B should receive that subnet. The same goes with 10.3.3. I want it to be advertised here. We have peering that's already set up. So if we say show IP BGP neighbor, show IP BGP summary, if you do that, then you can see we have a neighbor, it's up and everything's working. And then if we say show IP route, we don't have anything advertised through BGP. BGP will be showing the letter B. So here we don't have, these are all connected interfaces. So what I want to start with is advertise the subnet from there, the 10.1 from router 1. And if you go to show run, that interface subnet, that's the one I need to be advertised. So what we're going to do, or we can advertise both actually. So let's see and go to configuration. Before we do that, what do we have in the show run in the BGP? So here we have router BGP, the number, and then the neighbor, but there's no network. And this is the thing we're going to do now. And so conft router BGP 100, and then this is now network. We advertise the network 10.1.1.0, and it's going to be 255.255, and the number you need to put here is a little bit different from what you have from OSPF and also EIGRP, those protocols. So we say mask, then we provide the mask, and this is going to be 255.255.255.0. so previously you would put the network and then the wildcard mask. If it was in OSPF, then you add the area. So now we're advertising that network, and if we end and save, now let's do the same configurations on the second router. But before that, let's check the peering. Show IP route. What networks are we getting? So you see now that subnet is being advertised from router 1, and that's the IP that's advertising to us. We need to provide our local subnet 10.3 also to router 1. So if you go to router 1 and if we say show IP route, you see that subnet 10.3 doesn't exist in our routing table. So let's go back to router 2 and add the subnet. So conft, we go to router BGP, that was 200, and now we do network 10.3.3.0, and we add mask, then 255.255.255.0, and we say end and save. Now check, 3 is coming from router 2 and it's advertised. So if we are in this PC, which is in 10.1, and we are heading to PC number 3, which is that subnet, and we gave 100 IP, let's check that connectivity. So if we say ping and say 10.3.3.100, that's the PC over here. So let's see if that routing is in place. Okay, so first two pings due to ARP, we couldn't get them, and then it gets the other 3. So if you repeat again, it's now in the cache, so it should be reaching that fully. We have a basic BGP routing in place. So in other advanced BGP configurations, hopefully in the future I will post things you can do with BGP, but this is a basic to start with, how BGP is configured on a Cisco router. Thank you again for your time, and see you in the other videos.